Welcome to another episode of Roll Up or Pull Up. So get your blunts rolled and your drink poured. Alright, so today I'm gonna be touching on this episode of the difference between missions and sneaky links. Yeah, it's time to have that talk. So let me start with the mission side. Missions is what me and my boys did back in the day. And anybody that's about like 30 and up can relate to this. So with the missions, it'll be like if we on the block or something, and a girl will call, be like, "Yeah, come through." Woo, woo. We'll tell our boy like, "Hey, I'm about to go shoot this mission," and the homie be like, "Well, who, woo, woo," And he's like, "Man, yeah, Keisha from off 6 Mile, woo, woo, she, what I'm saying, she on there." Then one of the homies be like, "Oh, straight up, she got some friends over there, blah blah blah." Be like, "Hold on, let me hit her back." Hit Keisha back. "Hey, you got a homegirl or two over there? My homies over here, they said, what's up? Woo woo." So if her homegirls ain't over there, she could call her homegirls. "Hey, my homeboy that I fuck with, he got a couple of his homies, they ain't no ugly niggas, woo woo. Why don't y'all come through?" So her girls will slide, you know what I'm saying? She'll hit you back like, "Yeah, my homegirl's coming over, you bring your homie." Bet. That's when we tell the homies like, "Yeah, come on through." So we'll go through there like three deep. You know what I'm saying? We pull up three deep, it be three girls there. We all got a room, we all got a girl. We all in one room, one girl apiece. We do our thing. We get up out of there. That's what a mission is. Or it could be something solo. But most of the time, it'll be like a thing with the homies, and the homies got girls that they could mess with, things like that. So that's the mission side, and I'm gonna also use example of the difference between missions and sneaky links. So now let me get to the sneaky link side. Sneaky link is exactly what it says. A sneaky link. Y'all being sneaky. Like a girl call you and she married or got a man and he at work or something, and she trying to do something around his schedule. That's a sneaky link. Or a dude call you, and he trying to get away from his girl. That's a sneaky link. Alright? Now we got the difference between a mission and a sneaky link. Now let me give you an example. The mission. So one night I'm on the block with my homies, right? We on the block chill. And one of my other homies had pulled up. He pulled up, he got a blunt roll, we kicking it. He like, "Yeah, man, what you about to get into?" Woo woo. I'm like, "Shit, I'm chilling, bro. What's the deal?" It's a, it's a little hot. So I'm like, "What's the deal?" He like, "Shit, man, I don't got shit up. Smoke this blunt with me." So I get in the car with him. We smoking, talking shit. So I get to telling him about this girl in the hood, that be digging me every time she see me. She just be all on me, but I never jumped on her. So I'm just telling him about girl. He like, "Yeah, I know who she is. Little thick ass fine bitch. Woo woo." So, we kicking the bobos, right? Smoking, talking our shit. Next thing you know, this girl called him. This girl was like, "Yeah, where you at? Blah blah blah." He like, "Shit, I'm over here on Bar Road. I'm on the block with my dog. Woo woo." So she like, "Who you with?" So he told her, and she know who I am. So she like, "Oh, bring him. I got a homegirl over here for him." So he looked at me like, "What's up? You trying to go through there?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, come on. I don't got shit to do." So we go over there. It's still in our same hood, but like on the other side of 7 Mile, but it's still in our same hood, like 5 minutes away from my block. So we pull up, and it's a girl on the corner. She on the phone talking to somebody. As we getting closer and closer, I'm like, man, I know that ain't girl we was just talking about. Come to find out it was. Same girl I was just telling about that be digging me. She standing on the corner. I'm like, is this the house we going to? He like, yeah, bro, that's the address. It was a corner house. So she standing on the corner on the phone kicking. So we pull up. When we pull up, I jump out. I go to her. He go in the house with his thing. So I instantly snatched the phone from her. Like, not on no whole nigga shit, none of that. It was just on some funny shit. And she didn't have a problem with it, So we out there laughing and talking. I hung up the phone. We out there about 20 minutes kicking it and everything. So while we kicking it, we swap numbers. While we do that, my homie come out the house. He come out, he like, yeah, bro, we up. Now, mind you, I rolled him, so I gotta leave when he ready anyway. But I was ready to go too, so it all worked out perfect time. We left, that was that. A couple days later, me and girl get to talking, we fucking around, we do our thing, cool like that. Just so happened, I went to prison probably like a month after that shit. Man, she found me while I was in jail, was writing me, all type of shit. That's a mission. Sneaky link. Okay? So, right after I got out of prison, I'm still adjusting to the world. I don't know what's going on. I'm just out here dangling, pretty much. So, this was October, around like Halloween of 2015. Some scary movie came out. Y'all know what movie I'm talking about. Jump in the comments, drop the name of the movie. I can't remember. But it was a scary movie that came out around Halloween of 2015. So I had made a status on Facebook about it. I'm like, yeah, I want to go see this movie. This girl, well, a bunch of girls, liking, comment. So I'm looking at their profile, nah. So I come across this one girl. I'm like, yeah, she straight, I'll fuck with her. So I hopped in her inbox, like, what's up? What you trying to do? She instantly replied right back, yeah, let's go. Ooh. She like, I'll come pick you up. I got the bottle, everything. I'm like, damn, straight up. Now, it just so happened, my car was down at the time. It was a lemon. I had bought off Craigslist. That's going to be a whole nother episode. I'm going to tell y'all about these Craigslist cars that I had. I had about 20 Craigslist cars, and most of them was lemons. But that'll be another episode. So that was perfect, I'm like, hell yeah. So she like, well, give me the address. I was at my homeboys in them crib. We out there like 10 deep, drinking, talking our shit and everything. So I dropped the address like 3 houses down, just so she wouldn't have their address. But we outside anyway, you know what I'm saying? That's just how we move. We don't drop actual law, So she pulled up to the house. I go to the car. I get in the car. She like, damn, you find her in person then on your picture. Woo. Yeah, that's another thing. Don't let these videos fool you. I'm way more handsome in person. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, so we kicking in and everything. She reached in the back seat, pulled out big ass fifth. Henny. I'm like, shit, all right, big. Popped the top, pouring our drinks. We get to sipping. We rolled off. We went to the movies. We vibing, everything cool. So I'm like, what's your situation? What you got going on? She like, oh, I ain't messing with nobody, blah, blah, blah. I just got a baby daddy that be on my head, and blah, blah, blah. Because, we got kids together, blah, 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 all of that shit. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's y'all business. When I should have been on alert, you know what I'm saying? But I really wasn't. I ain't give a fuck. I just want to have a good time, So we went to see the movies. Fun night, all that. I met her that Sunday. From that Sunday to next Sunday. 7 days, literally. That's how quick this shit ended. So We fucking and all of that. You know, she all in love, want to be around me every day, all of that shit, right? So, I say probably about 3 days in, her phone just ring constantly. It's her baby daddy. She don't want to answer none of that shit. I'm like, look, you got kids, this nigga, you need to answer your phone. So she eventually answered the phone because she like under my spell. No matter what I say, she gon' follow and do it because she wanted to just keep me around, type shit. So I'm like, you need to answer the phone, see what that nigga talking about, because she kept on trying to duck him because, she didn't want me knowing what was going on. But I'm like, I don't give a fuck. So anyway, she finally answered. They get to talking, nigga on her ass. Bitch, I know you with a nigga. Ooh, I'm gonna kill you in that nigga, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he's showing all the red flags, but I'm, pushing all that shit to the side because I'm like, that ain't my business. I don't got nothing to do with it. I don't care. Side note, I know exactly what the nigga looked like because she had posted a couple pictures of him on her Facebook. It's her baby daddy. So I knew what the nigga looked like. You know what I'm saying? So, he calling, talking all this shit. So about day 4, day 5, he started throwing me in the mix. I know you with this nigga, whoever the nigga is you with, I'm gonna kill both of y'all, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he was just talking his shit, going with his flow. So, again, all the red flags of me to, going on by my business, but I'm not. Because I'm fucking and, she got the whip while my shit down, she under my spell, so I'm just milking the clock. I ain't even gonna lie, So, that Saturday came, and she was like, let me come get you. You can come spend the night with me. This is the first time I came to her house. So I'm like, all right, cool. She came and got me. We went to her house. When we pulled up at her house, it was like 3 houses down. It was like 5 or 6 niggas standing in front of the house. And they was mugging hard as hell when we pulled up, And I'm always on alert, So I'm looking, I'm like, who the fuck is them niggas? She like, oh, they ain't nobody, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, whatever. So we go in the house, we do our thing and all that. We go to sleep. The next morning, her phone was off, right? She had cut her phone off because she knew the nigga was gonna get the calling and shit or whatever. So she cut her phone off. She had 50 missed calls, all these messages, all type of shit. So the nigga still blowing her phone up, like he knew she was about to cut her phone on sometime soon or something. So he cut her phone on. The nigga calling, she answered. She like, what? Blah, blah, blah. The nigga like, man, I'm about to pull up right now and kill you in that nigga, blah, blah, blah. Like, he got to going off again. So I'm like, look, come on, get me up out of here. I don't want nothing to do with whatever the fuck y'all got going on. Mind you, this is that Sunday morning now. 7 days, exactly 7 days later. So I'm like, give me the fuck up out of here. I don't want nothing to do with what y'all got going on. Y'all got too much shit going on. So she's sitting there in the living room, lotioning up her legs and shit. I'm like, come on, man, let's go. Right when that's going on, boom, the whole front door came down. No lie. The front door come down. It's this nigga standing there. Like, he kicked the damn door down, literally. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get to walking towards him. I'm like, babe, we about to scrap. I'm about to beat his ass. This nigga reached in his pants, pulled out an AK-47 out his pants, no lie. I'm like, what the fuck? Nah, she stayed in a little duplex house. So it's only a front door and a back door. It ain't no side door. So I ran to the back door. Cause he had the front door on lock. He was standing right there with the K. So I run to the back door. Back door got a big ass block of wood on it, nailed to the damn door. So, like can't nobody break in. I'm caught in this bitch. I run to the basement. I'm trapped in the house. I'm like, dog, this nigga about to kill me up in here, for real. I hear the footsteps. Nigga walk to the top of the stairs of the basement. He racked that bitch. Bring your bitch ass up these stairs. Woo. I'm like, man, hell no. I'm like, you gonna have to come get me. The nigga standing there at the top of the key. Like, nigga, I said bring your ass up here before I come down there and kill you. So I'm like, you know what? The nigga gonna kill me anywhere it go. So I'm like, fuck it. I'm just about to go ahead and face it like a man. And he smoked me and I went out like a man. So I started coming up the stairs, you know. I had my hands up. I'm like, hey, you got it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't shit I can do. You got me. He still holding that bitch like these. Like, nigga, bring your motherfucking ass up the stairs. I'm walking up the stairs, my hands up. I'm like, hey, you got it, you know. I'm walking up the stairs. The nigga bagged back as I got so close. Because, you know, on the AK, the nose of the gun is real long. So my plan was, if he let me get close enough, I'm going to snatch that bitch from him. Well, he was on top of it. He knew I was going to try and grab that bitch. So, you know, he bagged up. I'm like, damn, he got me. So by the time I got up the stairs, he put that bitch to the back of my head. And he walked me out the house. So while he walked me out the house, he like, nigga, don't ever bring your ass back over here. I'm like, cool. He walked me out the door. When I walked out the door, this the crazy part. The nigga caught a taxi over there with the K in his pants. He caught a taxi over there. He had on some jogging pants, so you know it was easy for him to snatch that shit out of his pants. The nigga caught a taxi over there. This how quick everything happened. By the time he was walking me out that bitch, the taxi man was just pulling off. Like, no lie. So when he walked me out that bitch, I instantly took off. I ran straight down the street. I hop on the phone, I call my man. I'm like, yeah, you know, we about to go handle that. Woo woo. He like, bet. So I had ran all the way to the block to catch him, you know, catch my own boy. We about to come back and ride on dog, you know, type shit. The whole time I'm running, all these thoughts in my mind. Mind you, I just got out of prison. I'm still on parole. I signed the gun law, all that. I know how DNA work. I know how they do ballistics. And, you know, all that shit. So all this ringing in my head, you know, while I'm running. And something came over me and was like, look, man, just go ahead and take that L. Because if I go back and I get him, she gonna tell. Because that's her baby daddy. And if that's the case, I got to get her too. You know what I'm saying? If I get her, guess what? They gonna draw back all the messages we had. They gonna do DNA. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit. So it wasn't no way around it. So by the time I finally get to my boy, it probably took me like 20 minutes to run him. You know what I'm saying? By the time I finally get to him, he's sitting there on the porch with the gun in his hand. He's like, come on, let's go do it. I'm like, look, man, I ain't even about to do that. He's like, nigga, you a bitch. Ooh, this nigga, you just called and said this nigga put chop on you. Ooh. I'm like, look, I'm going to go to prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going back there. So I'm like, you know, we just got to dead that shit. So we deaded it. Went on by my life. Long story short on all of that is the mission is safe because the mission is known what y'all on and what y'all gonna do. You know what I'm saying? The sneaky link is the dangerous shit because you being sneaky. You going behind people back. Whole time she real life was fucking with this nigga. They was staying together or whatever they had going. They had some type of arrangement. But she acting like he ain't shit and she fucking other niggas to make him mad when he real life ready to kill some shit behind her. You know what I'm saying? This is how a lot of niggas turn up dead. Not just niggas, men in general. You know what I'm saying? You have to know the difference between a sneaky link and a mission. So, to all the men, I'm going to advise you to take this advice and pull you some missions. Because them sneaky links are going to get you killed. You got to be careful out here in these streets, man. They don't care nothing about what's going to happen to you after it happened. All they care about is what they going to get out of it. So, that's going to conclude this video. The difference between a mission and a sneaky link. Now it's all about which route you gonna take, whether you call it a mission or a sneaky link. It's about which route you gonna go. Me, I'm gonna stay on the mission side because I gotta stay alive, baby. That's 100. I got kids looking after me, and I done survived too much and came too far be on the sneaky link side.